Prince Andrew's public disgrace has unleashed a chain reaction, significantly altering Sarah Ferguson's life trajectory and necessitating a shrewd strategic response to safeguard her brand and future financial stability. The repercussions stemming from Andrew's diminished standing have forced his former wife to see out on-front substantial life adjustments, reshaping her future in unexpected ways and highlighting the complex dynamics between personal relationships and the imposing influence of royal status. This demands a proactive approach to manage reputational risk and capitalize on emerging opportunities in a dynamic market. As the former Duchess of York, Ferguson now faces a pivotal moment, prompting a comprehensive reassessment of her financial strategies and influencing her investment decisions, potentially leading to a diversification of assets into burgeoning sectors like sustainable technology or renewable energy. Her enduring bond with Andrew, maintained even after their divorce, has amplified public scrutiny, impacting her economic prospects and brand partnerships, requiring a delicate recalibration of her public image, perhaps through collaborations with non-profits focused on female empowerment. Their continued cohabitation at the Royal Lodge became a focal point of public attention, symbolizing their unique, closely examined relationship, now under intense market analysis, affecting real estate investment decisions and property valuations, potentially leading to innovative property investment strategies, focusing on eco-friendly housing developments. Fueled by renewed focus on his connections to Jeffrey Epstein, Andrew's decline has unleashed widespread ramifications, impacting various investment portfolios and philanthropic endeavors, influencing market trends and investor confidence, prompting a shift towards impact investing and ESG, environmental, social and governance, criteria in royal-adjacent portfolios, possibly leading to increased investment in companies with strong ethical track records. The stripping of his titles, including Duke of York, represented a significant blow, potentially triggering long-term financial repercussions, affecting investor confidence and brand equity, necessitating a strategic diversification of royal assets and a focus on long-term value creation, such as investing in emerging markets with high growth potential. King Charles's decision to bar him from Royal Lodge signifies a decisive separation, reshaping real estate market dynamics and property values, potentially leading to the emergence of new luxury residential developments in the area, catering to a younger, more progressive clientele, perhaps featuring smart home technology and sustainable design. The resurfacing of a 2011 Epstein endorsement ignited broad censure, severely impairing Ferguson's market value and jeopardizing future ventures. Proactive brand repair, perhaps via ethical alliances like anti-trafficking groups, is now crucial. The Epstein loan's lingering stigma constrains her capital access and impound credit rating, forcing exploration of options like crowdfunding for a social venture, as tarnished image and funding cuts spur transparent, blockchain-backed philanthropy. The circumstances surrounding Andrew's departure from Royal Lodge expose shifts in power, dynamics and property valuations, impacting real estate market trends and investment strategies, potentially creating opportunities for savvy investors to capitalize on undervalued properties in the area, perhaps focusing on renovating and shine historic properties with sustainable materials. Speculation suggests Ferguson's potential relocation played a role in his decision, influencing local property markets and investment strategies, affecting property values and rental yields, potentially leading to a surge in demand for rental properties in nearby areas, especially those offering flexible lease terms and co-living arrangements. Her acknowledged financial challenges add another layer to the evolving narrative, affecting her business ventures and investment choices. influencing investor decisions and market sentiment, potentially leading to a more cautious approach to investment and a focus on sustainable, long-term growth, perhaps prioritizing investments in companies with strong dividend yields. Ferguson's future remains uncertain, demanding adaptation to new market conditions and exploration of alternative revenue streams, influencing her business ventures and career trajectory, potentially leading to a diversification of her business portfolio into new and emerging markets, such as the metaverse or the space tourism industry. While Andrew is expected to relocate to a residence on the Sandringham estate, potentially impacting local tourism and hospitality sectors, her living arrangements remain unclear, necessitating a reassessment of her financial. To secure her financial future, she's poised to redefine her career and philanthropic footprint, possibly via a female-focused VC fund, charting an independent course. Post-divorce, royal lineage and astute reputation governance seemingly insulated Beatrice and Eugenie from the harshest repercussions, fortifying their marketability and future opportunities, potentially spotlighting their societal impact and unique ventures in innovative sectors like digital art, bolstered by enduring princess TeaOnCapitol. Capitalizing on investor trust and brand endorsements, novel commercial endeavors beckon, potentially spurring eco-conscious apparel lines or elite tourism brands, signaling a generational safeguard to bolster economic prospects and societal influence, thereby shaping market dynamics and consumer preferences, possibly catalyzing ethical, sustainable royal enterprises, perhaps championing carbon neutrality and fair trade. The royal Corgus's future, remaining within the family, impacts brand perceptions and animal welfare, possibly sparking pet adoption campaigns and reshaping public sentiment. Driven by separation uncertainties, pet industry market trends face shifts, spurring innovation in AI pet care and sustainable options. Investor decisions hinge on the monarchy's strategic ethical recalibration, driven by societal shifts and impacting market dynamics. Fueled by data, future market trends indicate ethical reforms and digital engagement could revitalize the institution, restoring investor trust and societal relevance. Post-divorce, Ferguson's career reinvention, though challenging, reshaped markets, hinting at novel business models capitalizing on her brand for subscription-based wellness platforms. Navigating economic shifts while upholding her image, she may fortify her brand through global empowerment talks, impacting future market value. Elevating Beatrice and Eugenie via title retention strategically signals tradition, boosting market appeal and social influence, thereby enhancing luxury brand partnerships and sustainable fashion ventures. Royal figures bridge tradition and tomorrow, impacting fashion sustainability shift through brand image, consumer choices and ethical sourcing, possibly driving supply chain transparency and recycled material adoption. Fueled by canine charisma, Royal Corgus's iconic status, tied to Queen Elizabeth II, strategically boosts tourism, reshapes cultural identity and drives consumer behavior, potentially catalyzing royal site visits and fortifying UK heritage via themed events and charitable initiatives. Fueled by ethical consumerism, pet industry innovations could surge, mirroring public interest in animal welfare and Queen-inspired tourism trends. Prince Andrew's fall from grace has set off a series of events. It has dramatically reshaped Sarah Ferguson's life. She now needs a clever plan to protect her brand. Her future financial security is also at stake. Andrew's reduced status has forced significant changes. These changes are reshaping her future unexpectedly. The complex relationship between Now Lian ties and royal influence is clear. A proactive approach is needed to manage reputation. She must also seize new opportunities in a changing market. As the former Duchess of York, Ferguson faces a crucial moment. She must reassess her financial strategies. This influences her investment decisions. She might diversify into sustai, naval tech or renewable energy. Her bond with Andrew, even post-divorce, amplifies scrutiny. This impacts her economic prospects and brand partnerships. A delicate recalibration of her public image is needed. Perhaps she could collaborate with female empowerment non-profits. Their cohabitation at Royal Lodge draws public attention. It symbolizes their unique, closely examined relationship. This is now under intense market analysis. It affects real estate investment, decisions and property values. Innovative property investment strategy. As might focus on eco-friendly housing. Renewed focus on Andrew's Epstein. In ties has widespread effects. It impacts investment portfolios and philanthropy. This influences market trends and investor confidence. A shift towards impact investing. G and ESG criteria is happening. Royal adjacent portfolios may invest in ethical companies. Stripping Andrew of titles Inc. Looting Duke of York is a blow. This could trigger long-term financial repercussions. It affects investor confidence and brand equity. Strategic diversification of royal assets is needed. Focus on long-term value creation. Like emerging markets is key. King Charles barring Andrew from Royal Lodge is decisive. This reshapes real estate market dynamics and property values. New luxury residential developments may emerge. They could cater to a younger, more progressive clientele. Smart home technology and sustainable design could feature. Ferguson's past actions complicate matters further. They impact her brand equity and public image. This influences endorsement, opportunities and business ventures. A proactive, transparent approach to reputation is needed. She might launch a media campaign highlighting her charity work. Her 2011 message, praising Epstein, sparked condemnation. This damaged her reputation and future business prospects. It affects her marketability and brand partnerships. A shift towards cause-related marketing may be necessary. She could collaborate with ethical brands combating human trafficking. Charitable organizations severed ties, hurting her public persona. This impacts her ability to raise funds. It influences investor decisions and donor confidence. New philanthropic initiatives focused on transparency are needed. Blockchain tech could secure transparent donations. The loan from Epstein casts a shadow. It limits her financial flexibility and affects creditworthiness. This impacts her access to capital. She might explore crowdfunding or impact investing. A crowdfunding campaign could support a social impact venture. Andrew's departure from Royal Lodge exposes power shifts. It also reveals changes in property valuations. This impacts real estate market trends and investment strategies. Savvy investors may capitalize on undervalued properties. They might focus on renovating historic properties sustainably. Speculation suggests Ferguson's relocation played a role. This influences local property and TeaOnCapitol markets and investment strategies. It affects property values and rental yields. A surge in demand for rental properties may occur. Flexible lease terms and co-living arrangements are desirable. Her financial challenges add another layer to the narrative. This affects her business ventures and investment choices. It influences investor decisions and market sentiment. A cautious approach to investment is likely. She may focus on sustainable long-term growth, prioritizing investments in companies with strong dividends is possible. Ferguson's future is uncertain, demanding adaptation. She must explore alternative revenue streams. This influences her business ventures and career trajectory. She might diversify her business portfolio into new markets. The metaverse or space tourism are possibilities. Andrew is expected to relocate to Sandringham. This could impact local tourism and hospitality. Her living arrangements remain unclear. She must reassess her financial priorities. This influences her investment strategies and financial planning. A focus on asset protection and known wealth preservation is likely. She might establish a family trust to safeguard her assets. She must forge her own path, independent of Andrew. This requires a strategic career transformation. Brand repositioning is also needed. A new chapter as a successful entrepreneur is possible. She might launch a venture capital fund for female-led startups. Despite the turmoil, Beatrice and Eugenie seem shielded. This suggests internal risk management and brand management. It influences their brand equity and public image. A stronger focus on their achievements is likely, highlighting their work in